Welcome to Love and Reality Show. I'm your girl Evelyn, and in today's episode, which is our first episode, we are going to discuss on love, what love is, and if love still exists, a Cinderella love story. And our today's guest is Pastor Chungu from the Seventh Day Adventist Church. See me on the other side as I chat with Pastor Chungu. Welcome back to Love and Reality Show, and as I said earlier, today's topic is about love, what love is and if love still exists. And our today's guest is Pastor Chungu. Pastor Chungu, welcome to Love and Reality Show.
Thank you very much, Sister Evelyn, or Ivan, I don't know.
We are so happy to have you, it being that it's our first episode.
Sure, thank you very much.
So, would you mind if you can make this symbol for me?
Okay.
The love symbol, Shikonde.
Yeah.
So, who is Pastor Chungu really?
Okay, Pastor Chungu. Pastor Chungu is a young man,
Okay.
born and raised in Luansha, Copperbelt, Zambia. And Pastor Chungu is a humanitarian. And apart from just being a gospel minister, so basically that's what I can say about who Pastor Chungu is.
Okay.
Yes.
So, how do you define love in your own world? How do you define it?
Love in my own definition, I still recall and make a quotation from what my mentor, who happens to Dr. Miles Monroe, said. Love is more than a feeling; it's a decision that one has to make for them to love. So I define it, love as a decision making
Okay.
to spend one you want to live. Yeah, so you make that decision. So love is basically a decision.
Okay, interesting. A lot of people, they go in relationships without making decisions. So that love of making decisions, does it exist or it's just an imaginary love?
I can say if nobody goes in a relationship without making a decision, then they don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
And that's why a relationship without making decisions will collapse, and it's not a relationship. So I can say that love that you must make a decision to be into it does exist. And it's quite even biblical, because when God decided to send Jesus to come and die for us, nobody forced him, and he didn't do it naturally. He decided.
Wow. So interesting. I hope you're still there. Please, the interview is still on. So just get a cup of glass water and enjoy the interview. So I'm sure you've once made some decisions of falling in love. So how has been your experience, or how is your experience in now?
Okay, I can say my experience has been fine so
Okay.
far, because I've known a lot of things. Making that decision of being in love has taught me a lot of things. It has taught me how to be responsible,
Okay.
how to look at things, perceive things in a different way. So basically, I can say it has been a good experience.
Okay.
Yes.
And how can you, I'm sure you tried in some ways where you want to make your relationship last. What makes the relationship to last?
Okay. What makes the relationship to last? Personally, I say there's only one thing.
Okay.
It is respect.
Okay.
If you don't respect yourself and respect your partner, the relationship is going to last.
Okay.
Without respect, that must be to yourself and to your partner. Nothing can move.
Interesting. So a lot of people, I'm sure even you viewers know that when you are a pastor, it means love should just be in your veins, in your brain, everywhere, no making mistakes. I'm sure you've heard of a lot of people talking about, no, pastors don't make mistakes, pastors what and what. Do you have any way of how you balance it up, being a theologian and also being in love? How does it go? How do you handle it?
First and foremost, I would like to say pastors are human.
Okay.
Before they become pastors, they are human. And after they become pastors, they are still human. So they have feelings. Whatever anybody feels, that's how a pastor feels.
Okay.
So what I can say about balancing it up, being a theologian and being in love, is that the way everyone balances it up, being accountant, being a journalist, that's the way pastor balances it up. way it is now, we are seen in that sphere or that angle. I can say yes. When I'm in love, I always try to be sensitive because I represent a lot of people. Yeah, because I'm an icon to a lot of people. Some people look up to me to say, if the pastor can do that, then that means it's okay. So basically, I'm very careful.
Okay, 100% careful. So when it comes to the relationships, at what stage should one fall in love, or what stage should one be in a relationship of love and everything? Is there that point, or one can just go in the relationship whenever they feel like?
Okay, based on the research that I've made on love issues, some people have said there is no limit, or there is no stage at which one should, or there is no age limit. But what I can say is that the limit to me is where someone must know the reason as to why they are going in love. You can't go in love for fun, and those reasons are there. Someone just goes to be in love because they want to have fun, because they feel lonely, because their friends are in love, so they want to be in love. But basically, what I say myself is that if you want to be in love, you know the reason, and that reason must lead you to marriage.
Okay, guys, you've hate yourself. Not going in a relationship just for fun. So you've hate yourself. When it comes to, I'm sure relationships, they've got phase. From the foundation, you know each other, and the next phase. So at what stage or the phase should a couple introduce themselves to the family or the parents? Is there that stage? At what stage should it be?
Okay, at what stage should one or a couple introduce themselves to their parents? The way I see it myself is that there is insecurity when you don't introduce your relationship in the first place to your parents, because number one, your parents are your first icons you must look up to in how they handle their relationship. What I can say is that one shouldn't take time. I might not really stipulate the stage, but what I can say is that we must be free just at the beginning of the relationship to tell it to our parents, unlike waiting for a long time. Who knows, maybe our parents know the best partner for us.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey partner, you've hate it yourself? No hide and seek. We just have to show it to the world, I guess. So when it comes to in a relationship, is it okay for a couple to solve all the things that they are going through by their own, because they are mature enough to do all those problem solving and other things? Or is it okay to involve other people, a third person in their relationship, or they can handle it by themselves? Which one is good?
Okay, when one is in a relationship, or they are in a relationship, there are some issues that come that are new to them. Both of them, they are new, and this is where it goes for one who has experience.
Okay.
So basically, what I can say is that it's not really having a third party in your relationship, but you can inquire from other people.
Okay.
Yeah. Failure to inquire, you are inquiring to fail.
Oh, wow. Oh, so scary. You've hate it yourself. You have to have some people to guide you through. So when it comes now to that phase where you say, I do, what are the 5 requirements that are needed for one to say before one saying, I do? What are the 5 requirements needed?
Okay, I would have been comfortable if the question was, what are some of the 5 requirements?
Okay.
Or what are some of the requirements that are needed for someone to say, I do? But simply because you have asked me to stipulate 5, I'm going to give you the 5 golden rules that I say one must take for them to say, I do. That are only to me. So number 1, one must learn to be attracted to their partner. That's the first thing that one must do. If you're not attracted to her or to him, you'll be attracted to someone else, yet you're with another person.
Okay.
So that attraction will give you expectations. Those expectations will give you an hint to be a friend.
Okay.
That's why some say, marry a friend or date a friend, you'll be safe. So basically, when you are attracted to that person, attraction, you'll be a friend. When you become a friend, you have interest in them. Definitely you're going to be in a relationship. That's before you say I do. So be in a relationship. But today's relationships that I've seen, people are skipping these stages, which are very, very important.
That's true.
When you're in a relationship, that's when you become now knowing things. After knowing things about your person, the person you're dating, you'll be disappointed. Because remember, in the first place, we are attracted. You had interest, yeah? And now in the relationship, you have disappointment because you are expecting a lot.
Okay.
These disappointments come to teach us that are we matured enough to handle issues that are coming even ahead of us.
Okay.
Yes. So when you have those disappointments, that phase, a lot of people run away from them. That's why you find this boy runs out, this girl runs out, because they are not ready.
Okay.
Dating or being in a relationship is not only for the matured, but it's for those who are willing to endure the disappointments. Then you find that this person talks too much, they are short-tempered. This person doesn't have respect. So when you endure the disappointment phase, you're now going to go in the last phase, which I call the acceptance.
Okay.
You accept the person the way they are, and after accepting them, you begin polishing it up together.
Okay.
In that polishing up, that's when you can say, I do. I understand that she's short-tempered, but I know how to go her.
Oh wow. If you say I do, it means all the things you've accepted them, guys. You just have to accept that. So maybe we also think it in this way. I've heard and I've seen a lot of people, their partners were just chosen by their parents, their uncles, their aunties. So they've got no say on that one. And that really used to happen in 90s, in the old times. What of this time? Is it okay for the parents to choose a partner for their child, or the child is just supposed to choose the partner of his or her own choice?
Like I said in my preamble, relationships are for mature people. So if you're not matured, don't even choose person.
Okay.
Yes, because even if you choose somebody for an immature person, they will not handle it. So basically, relationship. I think even God saw it fit that He allowed Adam to have an interest in Eve, and then He created Eve. Yes.
Wow, interesting. So that means parents should not choose for their children, isn't it?
I can say I can say it 100% that they shouldn't choose it first.
Exactly.
They should just recommend those who choose.
Oh, okay. So that means the children should make sure that they take their partners to their parents to see if they are okay with them. That's really interesting. What encouragements can you give to the youths, as well as me? What encouragements can you give to us all youths about the love, relationships, and partners?
Like I said in my 5 step that I told me before someone says I do, the part that I like the most is what everyone is scared of, including myself, but I love it.
Okay.
The disappointment. How I wish we could take time in that phase where we are disappointed and sit down and reason to ourselves, am I willing to be with this person for a lifetime?
Wow.
So my encouragement is that before you even say I do, take time in the phase of disappointment. Linger a little bit there and see who she is, who he is. How do they handle things? Don't expect to have. The sad part is that there are people who are in marriage and they are experiencing the phase of disappointment. That's when they are knowing to say, so she talks too much after being in marriage. And that's why we have high rate of divorces in this country and in the world.
Wow. Guys, viewers, you've heard it. You don't have to expect a lot. You have to make sure that you linger more in the disappointment phase. You have to know your partner. My pastor, it was really nice having a discussion with you.
My prayer as well.
I've really learned a lot from you.
So thank you very much by the grace of God.
Thank you so much for coming to Love and Reality Show.
My pleasure.
You can do this once more for us. Yep, Love and Reality Show. So guys, this was the first episode of Love and Reality Show. Hope you learned a lot and hope we'll be able to see you in the next episode with your girl.